All right, welcome everybody. So yeah, as it says, I'm painting up some night models today, working on some Batman stuff. Um, so just to show you what I've got done so far, I've painted up my Heat Wave. It's gonna be one of my villains, and I've painted up Captain Cold, another one of my villains, and Spartan, who is not a villain, but who probably will never make it into a game, and I only really bought him because I like the models from the TV shows. And, you know, there are very few of them, so to get all of them, that includes getting this one. But he's a cool looking model, and it gave me some practice working with painting various shades of black all on the same model. And I've got to say, I found, I think, one of my new favorite colors thanks to him. It's called Dark Rubber, and the thing about it is, where is it? Where's my Dark Rubber? I lost my rubber. Oh, that sounds awkward. Here it is. It's a Panzer Aces color, and it's supposed to be identical to what's its face? Skaven color. Eshin Grey. It's supposed to be identical to Eshin Grey. And so far, you know, I'm digging it. So what I've been working on, so I started in on my Green Arrow. You know, Oliver Queen. And so what I've done here is, he was base coated black, and then I did oversprays of gray and white with an airbrush. And then I did a whole bunch, like 2 or 3 layers with Army Painter green tone. And I'm just noticing that my camera is not what we'd call focused. Once again, I'm only broadcasting with one camera again, because my other one breaks everything, and I would rather have a working camera, so I'm not doing that. Let me switch to this real quick so I can focus. I think right there is probably good. Yeah, that's much better. So yeah, and then what I did was I took 1 drop of Liquitex Flow Aid and then added some Nuln Oil to it and washed that over the model, and it darkened down the green and got into the recesses, and that's where it dried, and it looks marvelous. I am digging it. So we're going to be working on him. When we're done with him, I'm going to try doing a similar process on the Flash here, because I'm trying to shoot for basically this color scheme. It's very bright. So I'm thinking what I will do is I'm going to layer him with Carroburg Crimson and Cassandora Yellow, and then a glaze with Lamenter's Yellow, and then do that same, and then maybe an Agrax wash in the same way that I did with the black on Green Arrow. And we'll see where that goes. And then if I get done with him, we'll move on to Reverse Flash, who's going to be yellow and black. So that'll be fun too, because I'm going to do something similar with him using Cassandora Yellow and maybe Seraphim Sepia as the shade that goes into the cracks. And if we move on from that, depending on where we go, I've got a Deathstroke to paint up. I've got a Mr. Freeze. I got a bunch of objective markers and some Freeze minions. And I'd like to have a bunch of this stuff painted in the next 2 weeks, because I got spring break coming up, and Spencer and I are going to get together and play some games. That's something we haven't done in a while. So, yeah. So let's get painting and get Mr. Queen here into some fresh clothes. So to start with, we're going to work with some more Dark Rubber. But first I gotta remix it because it separates on my wet palette. I'm just gonna put on his boots I know the picture for him shows green on his boots, but who buys green boots? I mean, perhaps I'll give it a wash with the green ink afterwards, but no, we're not doing green boots. We're doing gray, black boots, because that's what color boots are. It makes a lot more sense to have them that color. Okay, so real quick, I gotta double check a couple things here. Make sure that we are right as rain. In the meantime, I'll let you marvel at the awesomeness that is glazes and washes, ink glazes and washes over zenithal highlighting. It's just, it looks so good. I just like it so much. Like I just can't express how happy I am with how this came out. You failed this city. You failed this city on rock and roll, or with rock and roll, depending on which one you want to go with. Okay, and then I need to open up Chatty, which of course I didn't put a shortcut to, so I'm gonna have to shrink everything. Whew. And when I built him, I decided to go with the hood off look, just because it's TV shows Oliver, it's the Arrow TV shows Oliver Queen, and he tells everyone his secret identity, so it just made sense, you know? It's already almost 5. I'm starting so late today. I am so sorry. I did not want to start this late. I'm just gonna take that off of here. And while we stram, I'm gonna get a battle report up here. Doodle-doom boom, ba-da-doom boom, ba-da-doom boom, ba-da-doom boom boom. And then pull up this. There we go. Now I can see all the chats. Okay. Go ahead and do his quiver in this same. I know Green Arrow should probably have green quiver, but I want some variations in color on this model. It's already pretty much just green. If I don't throw in some color variations